И така продължаваме с скапан. Microsoft добавиха някаква тъпа опцийка, да показва времето на Windows 10 долу, защото сякаш някой ги е модил за това. Това е мега тъпото нещо. И като си сложиш мишката на него, то ти изкарва суматията по ти и трябва да вляза в там услугите на Windows и да го разкарам това нещо, защото е мега тъпо и досадно и безполезно на всичкото отгоре. Както и да е, продължаваме с играта. That's not just a ribbon, it represents drive, it represents guts, it represents I don't give upness that every pony should have. Между другото, мелодията да се чуваш като ми звънна телефона, надявам се да няма някакви проблеми с това, че се чува. Сигурно ще трябва да режа от видеото. Както и да е, това беше мелодия от как се казваше епизода Rainbow Trip, мисля. Пак е епизод на малкото пония, обаче е към смисъл, гледа се към края на сезона, на 9-тия сезон. И нещо такова е. Мисля, че се случва малко преди края на 9-тия сезон. И е като филм, смисъл като малкото пони филмът, нали, по-дълго е такова. Готино. Така, продължаваме.
But most of all, it represents courage. The courage to stick up for you and your friends. The courage to not be afraid of stupid bullies. The courage to do something really super daring for you and your friends. You want to fly, kid? You want to earn a cutie mark? That's how you do it. So yeah, you can have this. If you promise to trust your friends and not to think they're gonna make fun of you. Because I can tell you right now that no real friends of yours would do that. Got that, Squirt? Wow! Thanks, Rainbow Dash! You're the coolest ever!
That is pretty cool. I'm impressed. But wait, why didn't you want to tell me this?
Ugh, you wouldn't understand, Twilight. I've got an image. I've got style. I've got awesomeness. Coolness. Radicalness. That kind of sappy thing. Totally un-awesome. You gotta promise to never, ever, ever tell any pony, Twilight. My life will be ruined.
Това всъщност е супер яко, дето е направила.
Well, all right, Rainbow Dash. But I think there's one filly who sure thought that was awesome.
Между другото, камерата малко мисля, че се е преместила надолу. Не знам. Както и да е. И така ще свърши работа.
Yeah. Anyways, Did that all really happen? Did it? Huh?
Yeah, Apple Bloom. How long have you been standing there?
Forget that! How about you hear?
Oh, I heard all of it. Lance said Scootaloo's always talked about you, but I never thought you'd do something like that. I can't wait to tell Sweetie Belle about it.
No. You can't tell any pony. You can't.
Say, we're supposed to do a show and tell thing at school in a couple days. This'll be perfect. Why, we'll have the best show and tell ever.
Right. I'm doomed.
What are you doing here anyways, Apple Bloom?
Well, I was looking for you. See, that ribbon you got? Scootaloo kinda sorta really wants it back, and well, Sweetie Belle said you had it. So,
Alright. On one condition, though. I think it's about time I talked to Scootaloo about all this. How about you and I deliver this ribbon together?
well, I would, but I promise Scootaloo I wouldn't let any pony who wasn't a crusader into the clubhouse. No exceptions.
Oh, so she is in the clubhouse then.
See, old pony feathers. I did it again, didn't I?
Come on, Apple Bloom. I can't clear her name without talking to her about this. She has information I need to know and I need to hear it from her.
All right. I guess I could make you an honorary cutie mark crusader for today. Then I won't be breaking my promise.
It's a deal.
Only for today, though.
Passive ability. The CNC are tight-knit group and trust each other completely. If any CMC member doesn't want to talk about something, Apple Bloom might be able to change her mind.
Hey! Look who's got a partner, Miss Partner Haver.
Пинки Пай.
I don't even know why you surprise me anymore.
От доста време не сме се виждали, опече си пая.
Oh, is
Там.
there a surprise? Where's the surprise? I love surprises.
Ugh. Anyway, weren't you going to talk about partners?
Oh, yeah. You've got a partner now. And that's just super-de-duperific.
She's just walking me to the clubhouse.
Of course she is. Once a pony's your partner, they'll walk with you everywhere. They're like your new bestest best friend. Partners also sometimes have active abilities that let you do things either in the field or during conversations. But Apple Bloom's just a little filly, so she can't do that yet. We'll have to talk about that part later. Hey, I'm a big pony! Well, duh! You just haven't found what your super special partner talent is yet. Kinda like a cutie mark.
Thank you, Professor Pinkie Pie.
No problem. Aw, you two look so cute together already. Have fun, Twilight.
О, Apple Bloom вече ще ходи с нас. Яко. И така, завръщане към къщичката.
So, about the noise in the clubhouse. I don't suppose I could go in and have a look?
Sorry, Twilight, but the clubhouse is for official Crusader business only. No adult ponies allowed. Except Applejack, sometimes, since she owns the farm and everything.
Обаче аз съм крусейдър. За днес.
Apple Bloom, help me out here.
Oh, it's all right, Sweetie Belle. I've made Twi here an honorary cutie mark crusader for today. But she has a cutie mark. I know. That's what makes her honorary. Duh. Oh, okay then. Welcome to our clubhouse, honorary cutie mark crusader.
Thanks, Sweetie Belle.
Ugh! Apple Bloom! I thought I told you not to let any non-crusaders in here!
Най-накрая скутал.
Oh, don't you worry about that, Scootaloo. I made Twi here an honorary crusader for today.
You what? Ugh, Apple Bloom, that's not something you just do on your own.
Oh, but she found your ribbon. Ain't it worth something?
She did? Really? Really?
Yes, I did.
Oh, give it here!
Hold your horses there, Scootaloo. First, I have a few things to ask about, if I may.
Ugh, really, Twilight?
You want this ribbon back, right?
Fine, fine, make it quick.
Има малко покача на Rainbow Dash. Ой, това е на Rainbow Dash. Кое е това? Прилича на чирили.
Scootaloo, I have to ask you about last night.
Oh, last night?
Yes, last night. Or more specifically, where you were last night.
I don't know what you're talking about, Twilight.
Oh, I think you do, Scootaloo. I've already talked to Applebloom about some of it.
Apple Bloom? What? What did she say, Twilight?
I know that you three were around town square. So perhaps we should start there.
Is everything alright, Twilight?
Well, yes. It's just that right around here is usually when...
Hi!
Right on schedule.
Как успя да влезе вътре?
Oh my gosh, Twilight, this is exciting! You finally come across a confrontation!
Ето, тя знае, че е в игра, така че предполагаме ползвала cheat engine.
Uh-huh.
Now, these are a whole lot like interrogations, except they're longer and cooler! This time, when you totally present some evidence and show that pony who's boss, they may just keep on coming. They're not gonna give in right away. That wouldn't be any fun.
Oh no, it'd be so terrible if some pony around here actually just told me something.
Basically, you're gonna soon enough see multiple topics. And you gotta bring each of them to a conclusion before you finally get to the bottom of things. Kind of like how you gotta get to the middle of a jelly donut to get to the sweet, sweet filling.
Well, I can do that.
But uh-oh, here's the part that might make you all frowny wowny. If you present the wrong evidence too many times, well, then it's all over, Buster. That pony's never gonna tell you anything.
Окей. Надушвам чалендж. Предизвикателство в това нещо.
But wait, what? What do I do then?
Oh, well then you just start over.
Start over?
Well, yeah. You just select try again from the screen. And the confrontation will start back over like nothing ever happened.
Pinky, I don't think conversations work that way.
It's like she doesn't even know this is a video game. Well, good luck! I'm rooting for you.
Is she always like that?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Oh, one other thing. You also can't leave or save the game once a confrontation starts.
Wait, what?
But don't worry. You can't start them when you don't have everything you need. Super convenient, right? Well, maybe not as convenient as if they just tell you everything at the start, but that'd be no fun at all. Okie dokie Loki. Now that's everything. Bye!
I have everything I need for this? Well, that's a start, I guess. But now it's time to put everything together. Anyways, Scootaloo, about last night and your comedy routine.
Oh yeah.
It was supposed to be a secret. But yeah, we've been working on a comedy routine for Rarity's birthday. I imagine you already heard that much from Apple Blabbermouth.
Just a minute. Hey, I didn't tell her right away, Scootaloo. She used like her big detective brain on me. I didn't stand a chance.
I have no idea if that was a compliment or sarcasm. So I'll take it as the former. Out of curiosity, why Rarity's birthday? I can see you doing something like this for Cheerilee, but this is different.
Sweetie Belle's idea. wanted to do something for her sister and somehow roped us into this. I told her that under no circumstances were we going to do something all touchy-feely for Rarity, so that was kind of a compromise. We haven't done comedy in a while, so it seemed like an okay idea to me.
Alright, well, when were you practicing this comedy routine?
We started pretty late in the evening around town square, so we could be there when there weren't any ponies around.
Just a minute. That's what happened when you started. What happened after you started? Were you just working on that routine? Nothing else?
Well, yeah. Can't say we did much else.
Can't see much out of place so far, at least. Alright. Do you think you could tell me what you did do?
After we got started, we got into our routine pretty heavily. Heck, we were working on it non-stop until we called it a night.
That's not exactly true.
Scootaloo? I'm afraid this evidence proves that you're not telling me the whole truth here.
Huh? I don't follow. Are you feeling okay, Twilight?
Добре, грешно.
Better not rush into things. I need to think it over and make sure I've got all the information I need.
О, да, между
After we
другото.
got started, we got into our routine pretty heavily. Heck, we were working on...
Между другото, във Феникс Райт го
You
имаше
didn't
това.
do anything else until you called it a night? Nothing at all?
That's what I just said, Twilight.
Didn't Apple Bloom say something about this?
We made some pretty good progress if I do say so myself. I mean, I'd hope we did, considering we were there for, like, over an hour.
Just a minute. Out of curiosity, may I ask what sort of comedy routine this is?
No. You already know too much, Twilight. You're not getting one more peep out of me. It's supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah, Twi, we're on to you. I ain't telling you one more bit. Yeah, and I'm totally not gonna tell you that I designed costumes for it.
Sweetie Belle! Wait, if you're in here, then who's guarding the clubhouse?
Oh, right.
Note to self. Tartarus hath no fury like a cutie mark crusader scorned.
And that's about it. We're still not there yet, but I think we're getting there. Not sure why you were wondering about this, but there it is.
Just a minute. Oh, just, curiosity. It never killed the pony, right? Please stop glaring at me like that, Scootaloo. Scootaloo is being awfully vague here. And given what I know already, I have a feeling I know why. I'm gonna have to try to make her be more specific if I have a hope of getting somewhere.
It was supposed to be a secret.
Това не очаквах да се случи, смисъл като кликна да излезе пак целият текст и тя спре да говори, защото до сега се случваше няколко пъти да кликна и не се, смисъл не ставаше така. So, it's supposed to be a secret, but yeah, we've been working on a comedy routine for Rarity birthday. О, това е понеже почва от начало.
After we got started, we got into our routine pretty heavily. Heck, we were working on it.
Тук ще използвам това.
Wait a second. Not entirely non-stop, I'm afraid.
Huh?
I happen to know that you three took a break part of the way through your practice session. And I also happen to know that neither Apple Bloom nor Sweetie Belle knew where you were during that time.
Apple Bloom!
Sorry, Scootaloo.
Well, what about it?
Huh?
Maybe we did take a break and I went off somewhere else. What about it? Doesn't mean anything. It's not like you know where I was.
Actually, I do. This evidence reveals where you were.
No. I don't think it does.
Не.
I guess not.
Anyway, Twilight, all you can prove is that we took a break and that I didn't stick around. It's not like...
Тогава е това.
How's this? Actually, I think I have a pretty good idea of where you were.
What? How?
I talked to Rarity earlier and learned that she witnessed an orange and purple pony running out the door after she discovered her home had been ransacked and her prized jewels stolen. And I also found part of this ribbon just outside the window to her boutique. Not to mention there were tire tracks that looked suspiciously like your scooter's, leading directly to that window. Sounding familiar yet, Scootaloo?
Well... Actually, no. Can't say it is.
What?
Come on, Twilight! None of that points to me! Listen to yourself! I jumped through her window to break in? I mean, that's gonna hurt! Not to mention make a lot of noise! And why in the world would I steal anything from some pony whose sister I'm friends with? That makes no sense! All you've got is circumstantial evidence!
I don't know whether to be annoyed by her stubbornness or impressed by the fact that she correctly used the phrase circumstantial evidence in a sentence. Stay cool, Twilight. You already know what you need here. You just need to find ways to prove it to her.
Honestly, Twilight, I can't believe this! You're accusing me of stealing from my best friend's sister? What's gotten into you?
I don't. Няма да се получи.
Twilight, what in Equestria are you doing?
Well, this evidence...
Proves nothing. I can see that much already.
Right. Can't bluff this one, Twilight. I'd better think this one over before responding again.
Honestly, Twilight, I can't believe this. You're accusing me of stealing from my...
Just a minute. Scootaloo, I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm simply stating facts. Please, calm down and trust me on this.
I'm not gonna calm down when you're talking like this! Give me a break, Twilight! Give me one good reason why I steal from her. No, not even just from her. From any pony!
Just a minute. Listen to me, Scootaloo. I'm not saying you stole from her or any pony else.
If you aren't, then why are you talking all about how Rarity saw me and how I broke her window, huh?
Because others are going to think you actually did it, Scootaloo. At face value, it looks like an awfully high-profile heist.
I didn't steal anything, Twilight! I'm not a thief, and you can't prove otherwise!
Just a minute. No, Scootaloo, I can't.
Then what's all this about? I don't know what your game is, Twilight, but I don't want to play!
I'm sorry for doing this to you, Scootaloo, but the truth has to come out if I'm going to be able to help you in this. I hate to say it, but I think some pony very close to you accidentally gave you a motive here, Scootaloo. Even if you didn't actually do it.
Honestly, Twilight, I can't believe this! You're accusing me of stealing... Give me... I didn't...
Добре, може би... Rainbow Dash. Не, няма да е това.
Proves I didn't steal...
Значи е това. И това не е. Подявай, тогава е било на металото, може би.
Twilight, I don't know what you're on about, but I don't like it. And you clearly have no idea what you're talking about.
But... No, wait!
No offense, but if you had a point to make, you'd have made it by now. Now, if you don't mind, this clubhouse is for cutie my crusaders only. And your honorary status is over.
Alright. I can't believe this. My first big test as an investigator, and I completely blew it. Now we'll never get to the bottom of this.
Спокойно, Пинки Пай вече ни каза, просто натискаш трояги.
Unless... No, I can't give up. I promised both Verity and Applebloom that I'd get to the bottom of this, and I will. I just need to rethink things. Go back over everything. Here goes. I have to find the truth, no matter what.
It was supposed to be a secret.
Така.
After we got started, we got into our routine pretty heavily. Heck, we were working.
Wait a second. Not in... I happened to... Huh?
Maybe we. How's this?
Actually, I think I...
What?
And... Not to... Sound...
Така, прескачам набързо разговора им, понеже на практика сега се повтаря всичко. Та затова го прескачам набързо, докато стигнем на там, дето бяхме.
Stay cool, Twilight.
Honestly, Twilight, I can't believe this. Give me. I didn't steal anything, Twilight.
Така,
Just a minute.
No...
Then what?
I'm sorry. I hate to say it.
hate to say it, but I think someone you very close to you accidentally give you a mood.
Honestly, Twilight, give me one.
Единственото пони близко до скутало, за което се сещам. Това беше грешка. Е Rainbow Dash. Обаче...
I hate to say...
Honestly, Twilight, give me.
Може би? Не.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, Twilight, I can't believe. Give me. I did.
Добре, това не става. Какво подел ли трябва да направя, че...
Honestly, Twilight, I can't believe it. I didn't steal. Honestly,
Може би... Сега...
wait a second.
Alright.
I'll write what?
I can, in fact, provide a motive for why you'd want to steal Rarity's prize jewel. Scootaloo, I know that a short while ago, Rainbow Dash gave you a very special ribbon of hers and told you a few choice words. Among those, however, was the instruction that you should do something very daring for you and your friends. I trust you know where I'm going with this. If you really did do a bold heist of Rarity's boutique in the middle of the night to steal her most precious jewel, that would certainly be awfully daring.
Добре, значи... Аз си мислех, че целта е да докажем на Скутало, че не мислим, че тя е виновна, но явно първо трябва да й покажем, че тя в смисъл може да изглежда като виновна, за да започне да говори.
What? No, Twilight, no! You got it all wrong! That wasn't it at all! After she said that, I started practicing scooter tricks, not theft! Stealing things from ponies is so uncool, Twilight. I never! You remember those tricks that Rainbow Dash did at the Best Young Flyer competition, right? I had to try one of those out! Of course I can't fly, so, well, I what I can do. You remember that trick where she spun clouds around, right? So awesome! Well, not as awesome as the sonic rain boom, of course, but I figured, you know, maybe I'd work up to that. The carousel boutique's nice and round, so I've been practicing going around it at top speed. I'm getting pretty good at it. Anyway, the point is, that was not what I had in mind when she gave me that advice. At all.
All right, Scootaloo. I believe you.
Come on, Twilight. Even you have to admit that the story you're telling here sounds awfully far-fetched.
Just a minute. All I'm doing, Scootaloo, is putting together the evidence as best as I can to see what it tells us.
Well, you're not doing a very good job of it, I can tell you that.
Patience, Twilight. Patience.
First, there's the window itself. I mean, really, Twilight? You're going to claim that I rolled directly towards the window and crashed through it? Why in the hoop would I do that?
Няма да стане, сериозно.
But this shows that it's the truth.
Twilight, quit wasting my time.
Okay, sorry.
Quit wasting my time, Twilight.
Come on, Twilight. First, make sure you've got what you need for this one.
First, there's the window itself. I mean, really, Twilight?
Just a minute. I don't know, Scootaloo. Why don't you tell me why you'd do that?
Well, nice try, Twilight.
Worth the shot.
Second, if all that Rarity said was what color the pony was, then that could have been any pony. We're pretty colorful, you know. Unless you have evidence that only I could have fit that description.
Just a minute. Scootaloo, what other pony around here is orange and purple?
Well, you're pretty purple, Twilight. And Applejack sure is orange. Who's to say that you two didn't team up to rob Rarity, huh?
Note to self. Fillies have hyperactive imaginations.
Really, this is some pretty darn weak evidence, Twilight. I don't know what you did to make the others talk, but if this is your best, I'm not impressed.
Just a minute. Weak or not, Scootaloo, it's what the team from Canterlot is going to have to work from if they arrive before this is resolved. And trust me, they aren't as interested in the genuine truth as I am.
Please, Twilight, if they're as dense as I remember them being, you really think that they're gonna be able to do anything at all?
That's not a chance I want to take. And even if they do get nowhere, then the real thief is still at large. So, are you gonna talk to me or not?
I just can't. Sorry, Twilight.
Guess we're doing this the hard way. As usual. I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere here without some solid evidence. I must be able to answer one of these questions she's asking. But the question is, which?
Come on, Twilight. Even you have to admit that the story you're telling here sounds awfully far-fetched.
Чудя се. Добре, ако объркам сега, ще трябва да правим всичко това наново. Което няма да е яко.
First, there's the window itself. Second, if all that Rarity said was what color the pony was, really? Come on. First, there's the window itself. I mean,
Единствено сещам за това, което би трябвало да отговори на въпроса и не. Нещата трябва да са по-сложни. Така че от начало.
I promised both Verity and Applebloom that I'd get to the bottom of this, and I will. I just hear.
It was we started.
know.
Така, набързо.
How's this? Actually,
What?
and not sound.
Между другото, вече със сигурност мога да кажа. Всъщност, навън почва да вали. Навън вали. Да, вече със сигурност мога да кажа, че тая игра е много близка до това, което всъщност е Phoenix Wright. И е мега яко. В смисъл, Phoenix Wright игрите са мега яки, щом като са едни от малкото игри, които изглеждат като визуална новела и е трябвало да чета, защото те не са озвучени и трябваше да чета като луд всичко и въпреки това ги играех. Това са. Правете си изводите.
All you've got is
I don't.
give me one good reason why I steal.
Така, вече знаем,
Wait a second.
Alright.
All right.
че това ще свърши работа.
Scootaloo. Among. It.
After you remember well, the carrot.
Alright.
First, there's the window itself. I mean, really, Twilight? Second, if all the rarity said was what color the pony was, then that could have been any pony. We're pretty colorful, you. Really? Come on. First, there's the window itself.
Може би това ще помогне.
Wait a second.
No. Actually, I'm not gonna claim that you rode directly towards the window because that's not what happened.
Well, then what?
You said it yourself. You've been practicing going around the carousel boutique at top speed, right?
Yeah.
What do you think might happen if, say, opalescence were to suddenly be in the way? We did find her hair near the tire marks after all. You'd have to swerve pretty hard to avoid hitting her, right? Hard enough that you might leave tire marks and lose control of your scooter. And then perhaps crash and be launched accidentally through the window of her boutique. Am I getting warm, Scootaloo?
Bingo. Bullseye. Can't get warmer than that.
Добре, значи на практика просто е трябвало да използвам доказателството, което тя ни даде, за да направя да й каже това, което аз искам. Струваше ми се малко по-логично да й покажа следите, нали, доказателството, дето е намерила Twilight за следите и косъмчето от котката, но и така става.
Enough already. I give.
Do you think now you might be willing to finally tell me what happened that night?
Apple Bloom?
My light can help you, Scootaloo. I can just feel it.
All right, all right. No more running, hiding, or dodging. I'll just give it to you straight. Not much else to do now, right? You already know most of it, so, well, I won't bore you with those details. Yeah, I was practicing that trick. Oba got in front of me. I tried to avoid her and wham! Before I knew it, I was flying through that window. I guess the star from my ribbon got caught on something was torn off when I did. Honestly, I didn't see much when I was there. I saw some dark figures who I think got startled when I crashed through the window. They ran away pretty quickly after I did. I heard one of them trip, at which point I heard a pretty scary growl and a yelp, as well as the sound of, well, something getting ripped. By a claw, I guess? It didn't take me long to figure out what was going on and that I needed to get the heck out of here, so I ran as quickly as I could. And, well, that's about it, really. I totally forgot about the scooter when I left since I was in such a panic, so I came back and got it later.
I hadn't actually thought about what happened to your scooter until just now. Any reason you bring that up?
It's strange, Twilight. I feel like there are thousands of ponies somewhere out there, watching us, looking closely for missing information, and judging us harshly if they find any.
Явно изкутало усеща, че се намира в игра.
That's oddly specific.
Call it a Philly's instinct.
Well, thanks, Scootaloo. I think it's about time I paid the Carousel Boutique a second look. Oh, and before I forget, here's your ribbon back. Sorry to have used it as a bit of a bargaining chip.
Yay!
Окей. Време е да се връщаме назад. Явно още има състезание и Apple чак участва в него.
Rarity, did you clean up the boutique?
Why, yes, darling. It was a dreadful, awful mess. Just a few more bits and pieces to put in order, and it'll be good as new.
But it's a crime scene.
I know! Wasn't it terrible? It's taken me all morning to get it back to near working condition.
Rarity, you don't just clean up a crime scene. You need to leave them as is so we can find evidence implicating the culprit. All the mystery novels are completely unanimous on this.
Oh, right. I suppose that would make sense.
Ugh, forget it. Let's see if there's anything of note left. Well, this is something at least. I suppose. This stool wasn't like this yesterday, right?
I should say not! I certainly would have cleaned that up if it had been. Like I was about to.
Down, Rarity. Resist the urge. Let it be dirty for one day.
If you insist, I shall do my best.
But I don't see anything else. Is there really nothing left to look at in here? No offense, but this stool isn't going to do much.
Well, if you've overlooked anything, I might be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Do you recall that gem finding spell that I taught you a little while ago, Twilight? Well, I just so happen to have been improving it to find other things that are easily overlooked. I tell you, Twilight, that has been invaluable keeping everything in good working condition around the boutique. I used to spend so long finding all the little things I work with around here.
Huh. Well, that does sound useful. Okay, let's try it out. But how does it...
Are you girls talking about Rarity's super duper looper hooper cool ability? I've been waiting so long to talk about it.
Silly me. I thought I might actually get a tutorial from some pony who knows something about the topic at hand.
You know those crazy times when you're making cupcakes, but then you totally can't figure out where you left the egg timer? No? Well, I sure have, and let me tell you, they are not fun, Buster. But Rarity never has those problems, because once she turns on that super special power of hers, then she can kind of just point her horn and poof! Anything nearby lights up like a disco ball. Then you just gotta go over and take an itty-bitty look-see. To turn on her ability, just click on the button in the field with her face on it. Then, click a spot in the field. If there's anything hidden nearby, you can click on that to check it out. Neat, huh? And to turn it off, just click on the button again. Simple dimple. If you ask for extra help from the options menu, then the button will light up all brighty-like to let you know there's something important to find. Ooh, sparkly!
I still don't...
I
I know. Trust me, Twilight. They understand.
Uh-huh.
Така си е.
Come on, why don't you try it out? I bet there's a little something over to the left of that stool. Okie dokie. Hope you find lots of cool treasure out there. Bye!
Accurate, albeit perhaps over-enthusiastic description.
Well, let's get to it. There must be something around here, right? Huh? What's this?
Интересно.
A bunch of small gems? Rarity? Did the thieves try to steal these too?
Well, no, actually. Those had been on that stool. I imagine they were knocked over with it. I had been trying to find them, though. Thank you, Twilight.
Never mind then. This is an oddly shaped jewel. Seen this before?
No, I can't say I have.
Strange. Well, now I think that's about it for things to be found in here. Thanks, Rarity. Say, I wonder if we missed anything else somewhere else. Rarity, would you mind tagging along a little longer? That ability looks useful.
But of course, Twilight. Lead the way, my dear.
I should check elsewhere to see if we've missed anything. Perhaps outside the boutique to start.
Това ли е единственото, което може да видим в...
Wow, Rarity. You certainly take good care of your mirrors. These practically shine.
But of course, it's how I size up all of my clients. You can't see clearly if you can't first see clearly, you know?
Yeah. I think...
Now that I look at you in this light, why, you're looking positively radiant, darling.
I am?
But of course! Picture it! I could put together a nice green dress for you. No, not green, sea green. And it would be flowing and would have sapphires from the hip down to the bottom in a swirling fashion.
Между другото, не съм сигурен колко време вече играем, но мисля, че около 2 часа, може би. Идеята ми беше първо да разреша този случай и тогава да приключа с видеото, но както изглежда случая бъде дългичък, така че в крайна сметка, ако не го реша скоро, ще го оставя за следващия път. Така или иначе, не смятам да играя вещера следващия път, така че ще тая игра. Единственият проблем е доколко ще има време, но видео сигурно ще има. В най-лошия случай, възможно най-лошия случай, т.е. супер много лошия случай, ще е някъде към другия уикенд, може би събота, но вероятно ще е по-рано.
Rarity.
But it would have to have the shoulders just right. Why, if they're too small, then it's like they aren't there at all. But if they're too big, well, then you look just like a cliche tacky princess. Nothing like the princesses we know.
Rarity.
And of course we have to give you something else to wear on top of your back. Why, it just wouldn't do to make there be nothing separate. Now I'm thinking of something silk. Maybe orange? Or perhaps, yes, of course, something red. My dear, to accentuate that rather tasteful streak you have in your mane. And,
Rarity!
oh, yes, Twilight?
Perhaps we should be getting back to our investigation?
But I'm in the zone, Twilight! You could be the star inspiration for my entire new fashion lineup!
Rarity. Investigation.
Alright.
влака минава. По някой път нощем, когато е много тихо, има случаи, в които звучи като някакъв призрачен влак. Все едно. Добре, оглеждам се за всеки случай, но няма нищо.
Twilight, my dear, may I ask where you're going?
Oh, well, I thought maybe the thief had come in through the second floor window.
Twilight, that is my bedroom. I rather think I would have noticed if they had come in through there.
Right. Never mind.
Преда, просто исках да разгледам какво толкова. Така. Да поразгледаме сега с магията. Дали ще намерим нещо интересно. Не исках да влизам вътре. Като че тук близо някъде има нещо. Ето го.
Interesting. The grass has been trampled in this area, like some pony ran through here. Ordinarily, that wouldn't be remarkable, considering that thieves naturally would trample the grass as they left, but there's something that strikes me as odd about this. The thing that's odd about this trampled grass is... Wait a second. What was it that Apple Bloom said about what she saw?
And then a while after that, some pony ran across the bridge real fast. We didn't get a good look at it, but I'm pretty sure it was Scootaloo. Wow.
Scootaloo went across the bridge. Yet this trampled grass rather clearly does not lead towards the bridge. I think it's safe to say this adds even more credibility to the idea that some pony had been here before Scootaloo. The question now is, who? Was it another pony? No, that seems unlikely. A pony wouldn't have left behind this piece of evidence.
Не е
This
това.
piece of evidence, of course. No, wait. That doesn't make any sense, Twilight. Think harder. I know they left behind a mark that ponies wouldn't easily make. Who was at the boutique last night? Was it another pony? No, that seems unlikely. A pony wouldn't have left behind this piece of
О,
evidence.
мисля, че сещам кой е.
This was it.
Тогава така. Не.
This piece of was it another?
Интересно. Тогава, признавам си, нямам идея кое доказателство би трябвало да представя в случая.
This piece of was it another? This was it another? This was it another?
Сериозно нямам никаква идея. Знаем, че крадците не са понита.
This was it.
Добре. Всъщност, имам ли доказателството, което ми трябва за тук изобщо? Това не съм сигурен. Вече пробвах ли го?
This was it. How's this? That stool was ripped up by what seems clearly a claw. But ponies sure don't have claws.
Ясно. Окей. Нещо прилича на пчела. Успяло да се промъкне през прозореца в стаята ми. Чудно е как не го е валял дъжда това нещо.
Someone who would steal a jewel and who has claws. I'm starting to get a picture here. Verity, I think I may have to do something.
Truly, Twilight? Fantastic! Do tell!
It's only an educated guess right now, but it might lead to something bigger than that. Follow me. I think I can get where I need to go from the south entrance of Town Square. Time to pay an old friend a little visit.
Така, нещо друго интересно? Няма. Тук също няма.
If I may ask, Twilight, where are we going? As much as I like beautiful, sparkling, bedazzling gems, this does not seem like the appropriate time to be searching for them.
We're not here for the gems, Rarity. That's not all that's in this area.
Then I'm afraid that I do not. Oh. No. No, Twilight, you can't mean.
I'm afraid so. We need to head east at this fork.
If we must. Twilight, not to intrude, but I am not quite sure where you're going. We were going east, were we not?
Да, просто исках
My
да
mistake.
погледна
Let's
надолу.
go.
Ама явно няма нищо, така че отиваме където трябва.
Hello, my name is Twilight Sparkle. We are investigating a crime and we would like to ask permission to enter your caverns to search. So, can we come in? Maybe? Please?
No.
Move aside, Twilight. One must allow a lady to handle a situation with such a fine, gentle colt. Dog. Whatever. Ahem. Dearest, dog, we would be ever so grateful if you would allow us entry.
No.
Oh, come now. Surely we can work things out. If you get my drift.
No.
No? Is that it? You're quite sure?
Yes.
Well, I never. You shall stand aside, my good dog, right this instant.
No.
You, sir, are a ruffian and a cur, and I have half a mind to find whoever is responsible for such a clearly insufficient upbringing and rearing and give that individual a rather significant piece of my mind. Are we quite clear on this matter?
Yes.
And furthermore, I dare say that I might report this behavior to, whichever officials are tasked with regulating this sort of thing, because let me tell you!
What in the seventh dog stands is this ridiculous? No! Not you! What are you here for?
You! You!
interject for just a little bit?
Така, за който не знае, какви са тия бяха отвлекли веднъж раритите да им търси диаманти. Да речем, че тя ги побърка. Да, обаче съм сигурен, че крадците са по някакъв начин свързани с тях.
Sheesh. I see those two get along about as well as they did before. Now, if we're all done being little kids, Mr. Dog? My name is Twilight Sparkle. I'm investigating a crime that happened last night, and I have reason to suspect that someone from here might be involved. Could we take a look around your, caverns?
No,
No?
no.
I guess now we know who trains the guards around here. Mr. Dog, if you don't let us in, then I'm going to have to...
I wouldn't do that, pony.
Excuse me?
You do not have warrant. No warrant, no entry. You enter, you trespass.
When in Equestria did the Diamond Dogs get all legal?
I'm afraid they are. Right. Much as it pains me to admit that, things have changed between ponies and dogs since we made, first contact, I suppose you could call it.
Why am I always the last to know this sort of thing?
You see, we have a bit of an agreement. They abide by our laws, and we leave them alone. Which means that I'm afraid we indeed cannot simply barge in like hooligans. Much as I would like to.
Okay, and how do we get around this exactly?
A warrant, my dear. Like he said, if we show the mayor reason for suspicion, then she can issue a search warrant to allow us entry. Simple, really.
Simple, right. Famous last words, Rarity. Alright, well, don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
It's actually simple.
Really, I'm not moving anywhere. Unlike you. You go away now. Good riddance.
О, това е грозно куче.
The mayor's going to be working at town hall this time of day, so back to town square. Nowhere else to go right now.
Завръщането в Понивил. Така, въпросът е къде, която може би е вътре.
The mayor looks like she's in the middle of some important work. I'll wait until she's done.
Yes, I think our budget can manage if we're more efficient in this area, allowing us to free up enough bits from those savings. I really have to make sure the catering service is on time this time. We can't have a repeat of last year's debacle. Yes, that should do it. Planning birthdays is hard work. I do hope Mother appreciates all this.
Silly me. I was thinking of a different mayor who actually takes responsibility seriously.
Oh, Twilight Sparkle. I didn't hear you come in. Can I help you with anything?
Mayor, we need your help with something. We have reason to suspect that the Diamond Dogs were involved with the crime against Rarity last night, and we need a search warrant to let us search their caverns. Did I do that right?
Twilight, to begin, what evidence do you have that this is the case?
Well, a ripped stool in the Carousel Boutique and trampled grass outside the Carousel Boutique.
And this implicates the Diamond Dogs. How?
I guess it doesn't really, does it? Sheesh. I liked the mayor back when she seemed incompetent.
Even if you had evidence, Twilight, that brings us to the second point. You aren't acting in any official capacity. I can't very well just give a search warrant to any ordinary citizen.
But we don't have any pony like that.
Well, yes. Hence the reason why we're bringing in a team from Canterlot. Honestly, Twilight, it would do you some good to pay attention.
Well, we can address the issue that I'm not an investigator later. Right now, we need to fix the evidence problem. Because, she's right, I don't have solid evidence that would cast suspicion on the Diamond Dogs.
I don't believe there was much else around the boutique. Perhaps we should go back to the cabin entrance and see if we can find anything there?
No better ideas over here. Let's go.
Canterlot Investigation Team.
That reminds me. I heard some rather wonderful news from the investigative team in Canterlot.
Oh, really? Were they delayed? Please say they were delayed. I need more time.
I'm pleased to report that they wrapped up their current case earlier than expected, and will be here tomorrow instead of a few days' time. Isn't that great?
Oh, tomorrow? That's great! Rarity, let's go, like right now! We have a case to solve!
Is she alright?
I'm sure she'll be fine. Eventually.
Окей, връщаме се пак при пещерата. Чакай малко, а това какво е и защо е тук?
What is this? This is Opal's! I know it's anywhere, Twilight! Oh, my darling Opal! Wherever could you be? Mama's so worried about you, Opal!
Well, I let her have a fainting spell. I'll make a note that this is Opal's. Very interesting finding it here of all places.
Значи котката е била тук, аз съм бил си, че просто е избягал от скутало. Не знаех, че тия наистина са я взели. Чакай, му ще ми трябва две доказателства. Две доказателства. Все още не съм намерил.
Twilight,
Но сам не мога.
but I am not.
Така да видим, има ли нещо друго. И магията не засича нищо.
So, nice, weather we're having, isn't it?
What?
You know, clouds and sunshine and stuff. Weather.
Do you know why this pony is talking to me?
Wait a second. This hair definitely isn't that dog's. I feel like I've seen it before.
Комбинираме
Yep.
и...
These two bits of hair definitely look the same. That's almost certainly Opal's hair on a dog's back. Interesting. Well, I think I have about all the evidence I can get to convince the mayor of the Diamond Dog's involvement. I sure hope this works. I should get back to town hall.
Окей. Първо ще сейфам. Не знам що. Просто ми се иска. И да разкажем играта на тия кучета. На тия тъпи помяри.
Mayor, we need your help. Did...
Twilight.
Well...
And
she...
even if you have...
I'm pretty sure I've already got other evidence that should convince her. I just need to
Добре,
present
явно
it.
първо трябва да представя доказателствата. Първото доказателство ще е това.
Mayor, I hate to say it, but I can't find any decent evidence casting suspicion on the Diamond Dogs for the theft of the True Blue. However, I do have evidence casting suspicion on them for a different crime.
And what would that be?
The True Blue wasn't the only thing stolen last night. Opalescence was also stolen as well. And I have reason to suspect that it was the Diamond Dogs who did it.
This is a serious accusation, Twilight. What evidence do you have?
We found hair just like this on the back of one of the Diamond Dogs. It's Opal's. It has to be.
It has to be. Why?
Ugh! Come on! What other animal has hair like this, Mayor?
I don't know, but really, Twilight, this is Equestria. Our judicial system is based on innocent until proven guilty. It is your job to prove something, not that of the accused. If you don't have anything that actually relates to Opal, I don't think I can do anything here, I'm afraid.
Now I really miss when the mayor seemed incompetent. Alright, back to the investigation. Alright, Mayor. You wanted more evidence? I've got more evidence. We found this ribbon, which is Opal's, right outside the Diamond Dog's caverns. Between that and the hair on the Diamond Dog's back, don't you think it's at least reasonable to suspect the Diamond Dogs of having a part in Opal's disappearance?
All right, Twilight. I suppose you have a point. I will grant that by this point in time, you have certainly established reasonable suspicion of the Diamond Dogs. However,
What now?
there is still the issue, Twilight, that you are not an investigator.
Right. That.
Twilight, the team from Canterlot will be here soon enough. Why are you doing all of this?
Because they couldn't solve their way out of a paper bag. This is serious business. And if they get involved and take over, there's no way we'll get to the bottom of this. There must be something you can do.
If I may interject, Mayor? By this time, Twilight has already wrung the truth, to use a base expression, out of several ponies already, and has found and learned a great deal about this case. I had my doubts, but if my word counts for anything around Ponyville, I, for one, now have complete confidence in Twilight Sparkle's investigative abilities.
Well, I suppose if we do not have a police force in Ponyville, that would make me the closest thing Ponyville has to such a thing.
Освен това, ако става въпрос, Twilight винаги може да пише на Селестия и да получи разрешение да разследва.
It's
Така.
rather unorthodox, but if you absolutely will not let this go, then I suppose I could use my position as mayor of Ponyville to make you an official Ponyville investigator. Temporarily, at least.
You... really?
Ahem. Twilight Sparkle, by the power vested in me as mayor of Ponyville, I hereby offer you the, temporary of course, position of official Ponyville investigator, and all the responsibilities and duties expected therein. Do you accept this position?
Well, I mean, that is... Oh, to heck with it. Yes, 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 yes. Which is to say, I, accept.
Just don't make me regret this, Twilight.
You won't, Mayor. I promise. All right, Diamond Dogs. Your time is up. Back to the caverns.
Oh, yeah! Добре, вече имаме всичко нужно. Между другото, има голяма възможност камерата да т.е. камерата на телефона. Телефона му пада батерията. Така че има голяма възможност да спре да снима скоро. Но се тая. Може да продължим и без него, ако спре. Да никой не пука. О, да. Нямам търпение да сритам тия помярски задници. Забележете, не ги наричам кучета помяри. С причина, защото са помяри, не кучета.
Alright, dog. I'm back.
I see that. Go away again.
Not this time. I have your precious search warrant right here.
What? Give me that. Uh-huh. Pony, tell me you were not seriously accusing us dogs of catnapping?
I most certainly am. Move aside. I'm coming in.
Fine, fine. You will search what you must for catnapping, and then you will leave. Quickly.
Opal! Opal! Mama's here to rescue you! Where are you?
Rarity. I don't think she's just going to come when you call.
But these cabins are so expensive! And it's all dank in here. It's going to ruin my mane!
Just get this search over with and leave. Just.
Alright then.
This dirt in the wall is loose. Let's see if there's anything behind it. Aha! There's a safe behind it. Let's have a look at it. Just a simple keyhole. Nothing too complex. I imagine one of the dogs has the key. More white hair? Opal, where are you?
Тия сериозно ли са набутали котката в сейфа?
So, Opal, where is she? I want answers.
I don't even know what this pony is talking about.
Ugh, the cat. Where is the cat?
No cats here. Go away.
Is stubborn as a dog a saying? Because it should be. I
Добре, значи може би не трябва да ги комбинираме просто.
Now what?
Well, I was hoping you might be able to tell me about this.
No.
Well, at least he's honest about it.
Добре. Помислих си, че ще ни заключат
Huh?
веднага.
This furniture looks like it's been carved right out of gems. I guess that makes sense. If that's what's available, that's what you use. Not that I want to give the Diamond Dogs any credit for anything, but this is quite fascinating. I've never seen anything like it.
Ugh! Eek! How do these dogs stay sane when they all wear the same style of clothing? I mean, in Canterlot, if even two ponies are caught wearing the same dress, that would be a major faux pas, let alone every pony. After all this is done, I shall simply have to start a line of diamond dogwear. There's nothing for it. I must.
Да, бе, като че ли те ще носят някакви неща. В смисъл. Сериозно?
Rarity, call me crazy, but I don't think that the dogs, care.
Don't be
Touch
upset,
me.
darling. Dogs work the same as every pony. All one must do is make them feel terrible about the way they dress, and they'll buy anything you're offering.
Very business savvy. And delightfully cynical, too. Huh? Not that I...
Now this is peculiar. Last I was here, the dogs started just using their claws. I wonder what these are for.
Maybe they got tired of that.
Darling, the floor is dirt and the walls are dusty raw. I dare say a dog would not mind a little grime in his claws.
Then, what would this be for?
Well, I haven't a clue about that, my dear. Perhaps carving rocks for sculpture.
Rarity, only you could arrive at the conclusion that a shovel and crowbar are more likely to be used for fine art than for practical matters, and then manage to make it sound plausible.
Така. Тук всъщност има същите неща. Както и предполагам тук. О, има голяма кирка.
Now this is
Обаче диалога е същия.
Huh? This room's completely empty. Aside from some patches where it looks like furniture used to be. What's this about? Did someone live here? Strange.
Нищо. Е. Тук е същата работа. Фидо.
Huh. Odd. I wonder why there's a boulder blocking this stairwell. Guess we can't go up there. It's strange though. I feel almost certain that I've seen this boulder before. Maybe the last time we came here. Or maybe in a dream? Ah well. Maybe I'm just imagining things. All right, dog. Where's Opal? What have you done with her? Pretty, please tell me?
If you're the best pony the last to offer, we made a mistake accepting your little legal system.
Ugh! You had white hair on your back. I saw it.
Dogs do get old.
Never mind. This is clearly going nowhere.
What is this?
Oh, I was just wondering if you knew anything about it.
No! If I did, I wouldn't tell you! Stop bothering me, pony.
Sheesh. Touchy. Say, I found this safe with a keyhole in it. Know anything about that?
Spot! Not me! He's in charge of the safe.
Spot? Seriously?
Yes, the little angry one. Who will probably hurt you if you mention that name to him.
Duly noted. Say, do you have a name too? I didn't even think of diamond dogs having names.
Yes.
What is it?
I'm not telling you that!
You ask an innocent question. So, you dogs sure seem to, like gems.
Yes.
Why?
You are ponies. You have fields, forests, clouds, rain, livestock. We have caverns.
Caverns?
What do you expect us to like?
Телефона почна да загива. Виждам, че му е паднала батерията на 21%. Както и да е. Продължаваме.
That's, I suppose you have a fair...
Also, gems are shiny.
I I can't tell if they're smarter than they seem or dumber.
Да. Толкова съм близо до края на този случай, че искам да го разнищя. Няма спрат. Сега. Той ли е спот? Той е спот. Ей, спот!
Say, Doug, I happened to find a hidden safe in the wall, which you clearly were trying to hide from me. What's inside it, huh?
Nothing you need to concern yourself with, Pony.
Grr, I have a search warrant. You will open it for me.
Your search warrant is for a cat, not a safe.
Why must all these dogs know their rights? It's not fair.
Unless you have something that ties us to your stupid cat.
How's this? As a matter of fact, yes, I found this white hair, clearly from the cat in question, in the dirt next to the safe.
Fine, fine, whatever. It's not like there's anything to see anyway. There, see? Nothing.
What? Huh? It is empty. Why didn't you want to show me this?
Because you are an extremely annoying pony!
Patience, Twilight, patience. Can I at least, have that key to look at? It's very important.
Yeah, fine. Take it.
Way to go, Twilight. You totally saved face there. I bet they don't even suspect that I have no idea what I'm doing. That's it. I feel like I found all that I'm going to in these caverns, but this still isn't enough.
Well, there is one other possible place to search, darling.
Really? Where? Where?
You could always have a look around the place where I initially found True Blue. I haven't the slightest idea if you'll find much, but it might be worth a look, no? It's just down the road from the fork we took to get to these caverns.
Well, alright. Let's go then.
А не може ли? Не. Добре, не може ли просто да преместя скалата? Искам да видя какво има зад нея. Не може. Добре. Да вървим към това мястото, дето Рарити е намерила кристала. Диаманта, щето му викате.
Wow! What in Equestria is this all about?
I haven't any idea, my dear. It certainly wasn't like this when I was last here.
Huh. A very curious hole indeed.
Окей.
These look unmistakably like claw marks. Almost like someone was frantically digging here.
Нещо друго интересно тук има ли? О, има. Ключ.
This? Huh? This looks familiar. Although, by Celestia, this is a dirty key. This?
Няма ли да го взема? Не. Добре. Много има в инвентара, това е хубаво. Чудя се, ако ползваме синия ключ върху сейфа, какво ли ще стане? Може ли да ги комбинирам?
Differently colored gems and different states of wear. But my hunch was right. These two keys are otherwise identical, which means that this key almost certainly opens that safe as well. I'm beginning to get a hunch regarding what's going on here, but that's for later.
Как да използвам, примерно? Се чудя.
Now what?
What? What?
Добре, тогава може би... С това?
I can't.
Не. Странно. Опа. Добре, явно няма да е толкова лесно, колкото си мисля.
Maybe the last.
What is this?
Oh, I was just wondering if you knew anything about it.
No! Stop bothering me, Tony.
Sheesh. Touch.
What is this?
Oh,
No! Stop.
sheesh.
Окей.
Wow. Wow.
Интересно, не съм говорил с един от тях. Сега се сетих. Не съм говорил с тоя.
All right, dog. Where's Opal? I want answers.
Is the pony serious?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I have nothing to say to the pony.
If you don't cooperate.
Nothing happens, as we have the right not to talk to you.
Right. I was just testing you. Culprits who know their rights are so infuriating.
Explain.
I want you to look at this.
I have nothing to say to the pony.
Well, that went nowhere.
Explain. I have
Добре. Значи се сещам само за едно нещо. Да се върна обратно там, където намерих ключа и да разгледам, може да намеря още нещо. Нещо пропускам.
Let's take a closer look here.
Като тази
This
скала.
almost looks like an X of some sort, perhaps etched by a claw. Interesting. These I
Добре. Ами тези двете.
If X marks the spot, so to speak, And if we suppose that these claw marks indicate that whoever was here was frantically digging, then those would seem to go together. Namely, they indicate that whoever was digging here was expecting to find something, and in all likelihood, didn't find it. Very interesting. All right. I think the picture is starting to become clear to me.
It is? I must confess that I do not quite know what you mean, my dear.
Don't worry, Rarity. I think it's just about time we cleared Scootaloo's name once and for all. Let's head back and have one last chat with that leader dog.
Най-накрая. Сега ще му разкаже играта. Иначе, между другото, кучетата не са особено силни. В принцип, понятата могат да ги смажат.
Alright, dogs. I now know just what's going on here. And I sure hope you're ready. The truth is that you stole the true blue. And so, there.
The pony should present evidence.
Huh?
The pony does not even know how to present evidence. Perhaps the pony is getting ahead of herself.
These dogs and their legal wit? Where does it come from? Have they been stealing books from my library too? Ahem! I am an investigator, and you will talk about last night. Please?
No.
Why?
The pony is here to find a cat, not to talk about gems.
He's right. Right. But, surely you'd still like to, establish your innocence, right?
Fine. We do not even know what the pony wants us to say. The pony has produced no evidence that would place us at the crime scene. Thousands of ponies are in your little ponyville. Why not them?
Just a minute. Stealing gems is your thing, isn't it? Confess!
The pony has some evidence.
Well, I'll get back to you on that. Is there really no evidence that says that it was them instead of a pony? I'd better take another look.
Nor have you given us any idea why we would steal your little gem in the first place. We have many gems here.
Добре, това няма да
This proves
сработи.
that you did it, dogs.
No, it doesn't.
Избързах.
Right. Never mind. Keep it together, Twilight. Think it over before presenting evidence.
Окей.
Nor
Let's smash
have you given
them.
us any idea why we would steal your little gem in the first place. We have many gems here.
Just a minute. It wasn't a little gem. It was a big gem.
Is the pony done talking without evidence?
They have to have had a motive to steal it. But can I prove it yet?
If the pony is done, please leave us be and go away.
Just a minute. No, I won't go away. Not until you've confessed.
The pony will be here for a while.
This dog is unbearable. No motive, no evidence. I know that none of that is true, but what do I start with here?
We do not even know what the pony wants us to say.
Just a minute. I already told you what I want you to say. I want you to prove you didn't do it.
Is this pony done?
Yes. Proceed.
The pony has produced no evidence that would place us at the crime scene. Thousands of ponies are in your little ponyville. Why not them?
Не, тогава стола може ли?
ignore them, Twilight. Just ignore them. If you're done ignoring me, I've just one important question.
Къде е Пинки Пай?
Do ponies have claws anywhere?
No.
Then perhaps you might want to explain how this stool in Rarity's boutique became ripped last night after the thief tripped over it. A creature that has claws and would want a huge sparkling gem? That seems to narrow it down a bit, don't you think? Did I get them?
Ah, for goodness sake! The pony is covering for a rather obvious other suspect.
Of course, it's never that easy.
You mangy mongrels! Are you telling me that you're about to accuse some wholly innocent pony?
Accuse pony? Yes. Accuse innocent pony? No.
But the pony will please refrain from whining all the same.
Calm down, Rarity. Let's hear it, dogs. I can't say I like where this is going. If they've got another suspect in mind, then I'd better do whatever I can to prove that it couldn't be whomever they've got in mind. Now's no time to lose your head, though, Twilight. Let's hear what they've got to say.
Please, the pony is obviously covering for someone who she doesn't want anyone to suspect here. We refer, of course, to your little dragon friend.
Just a minute. Dragon... You mean Spike? How in the world do you conclude he did it?
Даже не очаквах, че Спайк ще се появи. Так и
Getting
да.
to that, the pony will be silent and let me finish. He has claws and a healthy appetite for gems. Gems just like the one pilfered from your prissy pony. What happened? Here's what happened. Your little dragon friend broke the window to your pony's house, then jumped in. He's not the brightest, so of course he wouldn't have cared about the noise.
Just a minute. Broke it with what?
Who cares? His fists? His head? It is rock hard after all. It doesn't need to house a brain.
I don't know if there's anything here. Can I prove that Spike couldn't have broken the window?
Once inside, he found the gem and made off with it like the dirty little thief he is.
Just a minute. What? How dare you? Spike isn't a thief.
Oh no? He sure smells like a thief.
Well, he does often need a bath. Keep it together,
Това
Twilight.
не го очаквах.
Focus.
Спайк да има нужда от баня. Често.
Well, you know he has rampaging gritty little episodes. Gems stolen, houses destroyed. This is no different from that.
Just a minute. Wait. How in Equestria do you even know about that?
A gigantic dragon demolishing an entire town that we live next to. How does the pony think we not know about it?
Well, then how can you say this is no different if you know so much about that then? I don't think the town got destroyed this time.
Това, за което говорят, между другото, има един епизод, в който Спайк започва, смисъл става алчен, почва да се тъпче с диаманти, става голям и мощен дракон.
Has your little dragon friend experienced any sudden growth spurts lately?
No, but
Then he did what he could with his tiny little dragon body. End of story.
by Celestia's name, this dog is annoying. This can't be right. Besides skill, was there really nothing else different? Gems stolen, houses destroyed. Wait, gems? As in every gem?
I believe the pony is now aware of just how off base she really is. Now go away!
Just a minute. No, I don't realize.
How dare you! Insulting my dear Twilight and my precious little Spiky Wikey in one breath! You dogs truly do not understand how to treat a lady!
Yeah, I didn't.
And that's another thing! You still have yet to take regular baths, as far as my nose can tell. And my goodness! You'd think that you could invent proper ventilation, or have at least something approaching modern civilization!
Stop whining!
Must we retread this old ground? I am not!
Shut up!
Rarity? I don't think this is getting us anywhere.
Perhaps, my dear, but it was oh so worth it.
Dragon friend? I can't believe they'd bring up Spike. Ugh, this is absurd. But he does have claws. And he did have that massive surge of greed. No, Twilight. Of course he didn't do it. But how do I prove that? What shows he couldn't be the culprit? Think, Twilight, think. Spike's depending on you.
Please, the pony is obviously covering for someone who she doesn't want anyone to suspect here. He has claws and a healthy appetite for gems. Gems just like the one pilfered from your prissy pony.
This proves that Spike couldn't have been the culprit.
What? How?
Добре, няма да стане.
I don't know.
Stop guessing! Sheesh!
Ah! Right on the money.
He has claws and a healthy appetite for gems. Gems just like the one pilfered from your prissy pony. What happened? Here's what happened. Your little dragon friend broke the window to your pony's house, then jumped in. He's not the brightest, so of course he wouldn't have cared about the noise.
This proves...
What?
Не е това.
What's inside? He found the gem and made off with it like the dirty little thief he is.
Just a minute. What?
Oh no?
Well...
I believe the
Dragon? Think, Twilight.
He has claws. What happened?
Може би.
Inside, he found the gem.
Не.
What?
Ще трябва да почваме това от начало.
What is it? I'm not done yet.
If I'm not mistaken, the pony was here to investigate a cat. Instead, she is asking about gems.
No, wait. Just one more question.
No! The pony has had enough questions! Get back to the cat! Get out!
Ugh, now I'll never get to the bottom of what happened. What should I do? I can't let every pony down. I have to try harder. Rethink everything. I can get to the bottom of this. I know it.
We do not even know what the pony wants us to say. The pony has produced no evidence that would place us at the crime scene. Thousands of ponies are in here.
Wait a second. All right. You want...
He has claws and a healthy appetite for gems. Gems just like the one pilfered from your prissy pony. What happened? Here's what happened. Your little dragon friend broke... What's inside? We already...
Wait a second. This is no different from Spike's rampage, huh?
No! What? No! No! It was no different than that stupid little dragon's stupid little outburst!
No different at all?
No! Not one bit!
Really? Then, would you care to explain one little thing?
What?
Why was the True Blue the only thing that was stolen?
What's this the pony on about now?
When Spike was all Spike want, he stole everything in sight. It didn't matter what it was, he wanted it. But in this case, nothing was stolen but the True Blue. Not even these gems that had been on the ribbed stool and which would have been in plain sight. If Spike was our thief here, explain that. Why don't you?
What? I don't know!
Ha! Score one for Twilight. So, dogs, if it couldn't have been Spike who was responsible for the crime, that doesn't leave too many options, does
как се поти само.
The pony is forgetting.
Forgetting what?
The broken window.
Come again? I don't like where this is going.
The only evidence the pony has that there even was a break-in is the broken window. Your precious little suspect is the one who broke that window, of course. The pony accuses us of breaking in, but ignores the guilt of the only pony who could have been her culprit. If we stole from your precious prissy pony, then we would have needed to enter her house. But we did not.
Look at this! This shows that Scootaloo couldn't have done it!
How?
Because, it shows that she,
Окей. Избързах.
Never mind. Patience, Twilight. I need to clear Scootaloo's name.
Добре,
I can't get her
въпросът
away
е
from suspicion just by guessing like this.
как по дяволите знаят
Just a minute.
за
Can you
случилите,
prove you didn't?
че някой щупил прозорца, ако не са били
Perhaps the
там.
little investigation pony needs to brush up on her pony law. Innocent until proven guilty. Perhaps you haven't gotten to that chapter yet.
Yeah! Just when did these dogs become so legally inclined? This is ridiculous!
Besides, the answer to the pony's question is simple. The pony has nothing to even show how he could enter, let alone how he did. Your prissy pony who keeps her door locked.
Wait a second. That's a very interesting thing to know, I have to say.
What?
That Rarity keeps her doors locked. The other information I can see being useful, but I can't see how that information would help anything. Not unless you intended to do something with it.
Stop beating around the bush, pony.
Rarity, this hooked gem fragment. You've never seen it before, right?
Why, no, darling. It's certainly not mine. I would never have a purpose for such an ill-shaped gemstone as that.
Which means this was left here by the culprit. Or should I say culprit? This carved piece of gemstone clearly only has one purpose. It picks locks. And where did it come from? Well, I've only seen one other example of carved gemstones like this. How's this? Namely, right here. You dogs carved that furniture and those keys, and you carved this lockpick too. Then in your haste to leave, you dropped it for us to find, which was your critical mistake. Tell me, dogs, if our perpetrator came in by breaking the window, what would this be for?
I mean, that is...
How did you know that Rarity kept her door locked? How did you know that Scootaloo had been there? The answer is simple. You were there. You stole the true blue.
Well,
I've got them this time.
Окей. Вече би трябвало да се предадат просто с
Not
размазан.
so fast, pony.
Какво по дяволите?
Or not.
You've presented a nice story, pony, but nice stories do not implicate dogs. Maybe we did make a hooked gem fragment. Maybe it was stolen from us. Does the pony have evidence we use that for what she says?
No, I don't.
Besides, you, pony, have been ignoring a critical part of any case.
Here come our favorite legal eagles again. Or in this case, legal dogs.
It's simple. We have no motive.
What? You have no motive to steal a gigantic gem?
О, напротив.
Let me explain for the slow ponies here. In case the pony hadn't noticed, we have gems coming out of our ears in these caves. We We've got so many gems that, as you so helpfully pointed out, we make our furniture from gems. So what if your little gem is huge? We've got other huge gems lying around. You can have your stupid gem. A gem that large couldn't even be carved properly anyway.
This is it, Twilight. All you have to do is prove a motive, and you've got this in the bag. Can't let up now!
In case the pony hadn't noticed, we'll have
Just a minute. You expect me to believe that? Why, you don't even have any gems in your ears at all!
Ponies do not understand figures of speech. We did not know they were that dense.
Never mind.
We've got... So...
Of course you had a motive. This proves it.
Окей, това няма да проработи.
Yeah? Right.
Леле, той има
Twilight?
цели
Look,
4
what do you
пред
need?
мен. Това няма да е лесно.
What if your little gem is huge?
Just a minute. Other huge gems, huh? Where are these huge gems?
Obviously we don't have them lying around. Have a little sense, pony. If we left our huge gems just sitting around in our caves, then a greedy little dog could... never mind. That's not the important part.
Could what? It seemed like he was about to say something, but then he stopped. Curious.
The point, pony, is this. There's no reason why we'd want it more than any other gem. We have no attachment to it. We've never even seen it before.
Of
Пак ли
course
няма
you
да
have...
стане? Сериозно?
Just a minute. No attachment to it. Nothing at all? Not even to an enormous gem?
No! The pony will not make us repeat ourselves again!
Why does this bother me? And what was he about to say before he stopped himself? I can't help but feel like that's of vital importance. Maybe I should ask him again.
A gem that large couldn't even be carved properly anyway.
Just a minute. How do you know that? I bet that the brightest minds of Canterlot could easily invent a way to do so.
Are they coming here anytime soon?
No.
Then quit wasting my time!
Rude much? Although, come to think of it, wouldn't larger gems be easier to cut? More to work with?
The pony is testing my patience. Leave the gems to us, and whatever it is you do to you.
Oddly defensive there, Mr. Dog. This is it, Twilight. Can't let up now! Just a minute. You expect me to believe... Just a minute. Ha! You expect me to believe that your greed can be satisfied?
The pony makes us repeat ourselves. We have furniture, carved, out of gems. The pony will give us a little credit, for goodness sake! So what if your little gem is huge? We've got other huge gems lying around. You can have your...
Just a minute. Other huge gem.
Obviously we don't have them lying around. If we... never mind. That's not the important part.
Could what?
The point, pony, is this. There... a gem that...
This is it, Can't let up now.
We've got some...
Добре, това не сработи.
There's no reason why we'd want it more than any other gem. You have no attachment to it. You've never even seen it.
Супер странно. Нямам никаква идея. Това не работи.
Proves.
Yeah.
Ha! I think that's just about enough out of you, pony. It's obvious that you have no idea what you're talking about.
But
No buts, pony. My patience has run out. Need I remind you that you are not here to investigate gems?
This is preposterous! What of the fact that she's eliminated the possibility of both Spiky Wacky and Dear Scootaloo as culprits? Whom else does that leave?
Who cares? She hasn't established who is the culprit, and that's what's important. And I think the pony has been given quite long enough to do that by now.
but
Get back to your cat, or get out! You've wasted enough of our time, pony!
now what? I was so close. But is this as far as I can take this? No! I've come this far. I can see it through to the end. I just need to think things over. There's something I've missed. I just know it.
In case the pony hadn't noticed, we've got... So...
Just a minute. Other...
we... Ah,
Could...
the point... There's no reason why we'd want it more than any other gem. You have no attachment to it. You've never even seen it before.
А ако сложа това?
Of course you...
A gem that large couldn't even be carved properly anyway.
This is it, Twilight. Oh, can't let up...
In case the pony hadn't noticed. So what if...
Just a minute. Other huge...
Obviously we don't have them lying. We left our... Ah!
Could...
The point, pony. There's no reason why we'd want it more than any other gem. You have no attachment to it. You've never even seen it. A gem that...
This is it.
We've got... There's no reason why we'd want it more than any other... A gem that large couldn't...
This is it, Twilight.
We've got so many gems that, as you so helpfully pointed out, we make our furniture from gems. So what if your little gem is huge? We've got other huge gems lying around. You can have your stupid...
А ако опитам... Това? Не.
That proves...
Yeah!
So what if your little gem is huge? We've got other huge gems lying around. You can have your stupid gem.
Ами това? Не.
That proves...
Yeah!
Човече, това е супер гадно. В смисъл, имам доказателства, дето да опорят думите му, но не знам в кой момент трябва да ги използвам и някак нищо не се получава.
No! Just a minute. You Just a minute. Ha! Just a minute. Other... Just a minute. No. Just a minute. How do you...
Между другото, в Phoenix Wright има стратегия, когато някой не издава достатъчно информация, с която да можеш да направиш каквото и да било. Единствено правиш това постоянно,
Expect me to believe that? Why, you don't even...
докато не се обърка.
Just a minute. Ha! Just a minute. Other... Just a minute. Just a minute. How do you... Just a minute. You expect me to believe that?
So what if
Just a minute. Other...
a gem that large couldn't even be carved properly anyway?
Може би тук има някакъв начин да ги оборя. Но нямам идея какъв. Това?
Up. This is it, Twilight. Can't let up now.
In case the pony hadn't noticed. We've got so many gems that, as you so helpfully pointed out, we make our furniture from gems. So what if your little gem is huge? We've got other huge gems lying around. You can have your stupid gem.
Това вече опитвах ли го? Вече не си спомням.
Yeah.
So what if your little... There's no reason why we'd want it more than any other gem. You have no attachment to it. You've never even seen it before.
Ами това.
Of course you...
О, би трябвало.
Of course...
Би трябвало да са го виждали. Едно от тия доказателства би трябвало да показва, че са ходили да копаят там.
No! I've come this far. I can see it through to the end. I just need to think things over. There's something I've missed. I just know it.
Може би малко помощ от интернет. Нещо не мога да разбера защо не става. Добре, вие хора, така, помните, вие какво мислите? Защо да се получава? Очевидно аз не правя нещо както трябва, обаче някой да има по-добри идеи от мен, свързани с това нещо. След като Пинки Пай я няма. О, между другото, нещо важно. Ще сложа линк към играта в това. В описанието на играта, като кача клипчето. Така. Добре, значи
We've got so what?
обяснението е, че трябва да направя така.
Other
No.
could
The point. There's no reason. Agenda.
this is it, Twilight. All you have to do is prove a motive, and you've got this in the bag. Can't let up.
We've got
Значи, аз се опитвах да докажа, че те искат диаманта.
so what if your little gem is huge? We've got other huge gems lying around.
А това,
You can have
което
this stupid gem.
е трябвало да направя, всъщност...
Just a minute.
О,
Other.
не е това. Добре,
Gem.
This is it.
набързо
Can't let.
прескачваме.
So
Това, което е трябвало да направя, да покажа празния сейф.
Of course you had a motive.
Какво?
that proves.
Yeah.
So what if your little gem is huge? We've got other huge gems lying around. You can have your stupid gem.
Не разбирам как.
There's no reason why we want it more than any other gem. Agenda.
This is it, Twilight.
Добре, тогава
We've got
какво
some.
трябва да се случи, когато се стигне до тук и направя това?
Other.
Би трябвало да ми даде възможност да представя ново доказателство, така ли?
We left our huge. Never mind. That's not the important part.
Could what? It seemed like he was about to say something, but then he stopped. Curious.
Проблемът е обаче, че не се случва нищо, в смисъл не се появява ново.
The point, Permy, is this. There's no reason why we'd want it more than any other gem. We have no attachment to it. You never even agenda.
This is it, Twilight.
Добре.
Got so
Just a minute. Other.
О, може би.
agenda large couldn't even be carved, bro.
This is it, Twilight.
Може би на първото нещо трябва да му покажем празния сейф. Не?
Of course.
That proves nothing, Permy.
Човече, изчерпаха ми си идеите. При това напълно. А телефона ми се опитва да ми каже, че скоро ще му падне батерията напълно и ще се изключи. Може би откровено казано нямам абсолютно никаква идея. Добре, мисли, трябва да има нещо. Все нещо трябва да има. някакъв начин. Няма да е със сейфа. Не трябва да е със сейфа. В това пише, че трябва да е със сейфа. Ама пише, че трябва да ми отключи някакво ново... в смисъл някакъв нов текст. Той спира да говори и не ми дава никакъв шанс.
So what if their little gem is huge? We've got other...
Just a minute. Other...
we... never mind.
Could... What?
The point, Pony, is this. There's no reason why we'd want it more than any other gem. We have no attachment to it. We've never even seen it before. A gem that large couldn't even be carved properly anyway.
Супер странно. Как да се оправя с тия откачени кучета? Добре. Не знам какво да направя. В описанието не пише нищо друго.
This is it, Twilight.
Но очевидно нещо не е както трябва. Въпросът е какво точно. Добре, да опитам нещо друго.
We've got... So what if their little gem is huge? We've got other huge gems lying around. You can have your stupid gem. There's no reason why we'd want it more than any other gem. We have no attachment to it. We've never even seen it before.
Ами,
Wait a second. To be honest, Mr. Dog, I'm not sure I buy the idea that you had no attachment to the true blue.
оцели го.
You
Най-накрая.
already alluded to the fact that big gems like this are kept out of sight, presumably in a safe, naturally. Yet, we saw clear as day that you have a safe that is as empty as can be, a safe that could instead be used to house a gem like that. There's only one possible reason for that.
And that would be...
I don't yet know how this ties into Rarity having the true blue yet, but... The only explanation for why the safe is empty is...
For decoration, you were stolen from.
You were stolen from, weren't you?
What? Ha! What gave you that idea, Pony? That's not why it's empty at all.
Now what? Alright, then why was it empty?
It's new, of course.
New?
Yes, brand new, never been used. We had a gem that we were going to put in it, but we haven't yet.
Is that actually plausible? Could it be brand new?
Не.
I'm afraid that's not possible, dogs. That safe can't be new.
Ha! The pony is bluffing. Show some proof.
I know I'm on the right track. There's a certain piece of evidence that shouldn't exist if the safe were truly brand new. All I need to do is present it.
Ключа.
Fine, I will. The safe can't be new because of this. How's this?
Key? Perhaps the pony is unaware that safes with keyholes do tend to come with keys.
Oh, it's not the key that I'm interested in. It's where I found it. And perhaps even more importantly, the state I found it in. I know this key wasn't found inside the caverns. I found this far outside the caverns near a bush, clearly discarded and lost. And I might add, right next to where Rarity found the true blue. Also, this key is identical in every way to that red key you showed me that opened your empty safe, meaning that it would open that safe as well. And furthermore, this key shows signs both of having been abandoned and of typical wear and tear, making it rather unlikely that it's remotely new. Thus, this key we found must be the original key to the safe. Meanwhile, the red key you showed me earlier was just a spare you made after the original one was stolen by the thief. If the safe was truly brand new, there would be no need for a spare key. Even you dogs can't have lost something so important that quickly.
No! But the pony doesn't have any evidence of this story at all. What evidence does the pony have that this thief even exists?
His room.
How's this? This, naturally.
Стаята му. Доказателството.
Not just any room, an empty room. And might I add, the only empty room that I saw. Furthermore, evidence shows that a dog used to live there, and only quite recently ceased living there. Certainly the treatment one would give to a thief, right?
No!
I think I'm finally beginning to see what's happened here. First, the thief stole this blue key, opened up that safe and took the true blue. You pursued and caught him but were unable to recover the true blue because Rarity had already found its hiding place. When you learned this was because Rarity had taken possession of it, you started planning how you would get it back. And that all came to a head last night when you staged your heist of that gem. However, your perfect plan had a wrench thrown into it when Scootaloo, unaware of what was happening inside the boutique, crashed through the window and made Rarity come downstairs to see what was the matter. You hastily fled, but tripped over the stool, dropping the lockpick you had used to gain entry. Am I getting warm, dogs?
That is... No! You're not!
Yes, I am! What now?
Maybe we did have a gem stolen from us. The pony has proven nothing!
Huh? Yes, I have! How haven't I?
It's simple, pony. The pony, for all her silly stories, has proven no link between the evidence and what she talks about.
Just a minute. What? You can't wave away everything I've said before this moment just like that.
I can, and I am, pony. Because the fact remains that you have proven nothing. Your pussy pony had one gem, and a gem might have been stolen from us. So what?
Just a minute. So...
I protest, you mangy mutt! Are you really and truly saying that what I have told Twilight Sparkle in good faith was a lie?
No, Miss Rarity. Only that what your friend here has said does not hold water, or so to speak. Besides, we got the stolen gem back. We just haven't put it back in the safe yet.
can't.
You got it back, all right? From my house!
Please stop yelling, Miss Rarity.
I will not! The way in which you're treating Twilight, it's simply shameful! I shan't stand for it!
Rarity? I feel...
Frankly, I don't know who taught you dogs manners, but as a whole, you are all disgraceful! I have half a mind to haul you down to an etiquette class by your ears!
Rarity?
But I suppose I shan't be able to expect any more from mongrels who live in caves!
Rarity!
Oh, yes, Twilight?
I, don't think this is being entirely productive. And you, dog, you haven't proven that you got your gem back.
We do not have to prove anything to you, pony. So what if your little pony found her stupid gem near where our key was found? That proves nothing!
Just a minute. But it...
I am not your little pony! I am a lady, and I would appreciate it if you dogs had the common courtesy to address me accordingly!
My apologies, Miss Rarity.
That's at least somewhat better. But, oh, these caves are still so dank and dreary. I wish I could come in here sometime and, you know, spruce things up a bit. Make it livable. I'm sure you could do so much with, certain things.
Rarity, I don't think you're helping.
Really, Twilight, you ought to let a girl have a space when she's like that. It's not nice to get between a lady and her complaints.
Anyways, dog, you can't seriously be saying that the key placement was just a coincidence.
Ha! I can, and I am, pony.
I can't get anywhere without evidence. I don't think... I know it wasn't a coincidence. I just have to prove it.
Perhaps the pony should become a storyteller instead of an investigator.
Между другото, интересното е, че това, мисля, че този случай е цялата игра. В смисъл, но пък е доста добра. Аз очаквах, че са повече случаи, заради това си мислях, че са по-кратки, но явно няма да са. Даже не знам колко вече са станало. Това е 10 и 5. Братле. 10 и 5. И вече сигурно играе повече от 4 часа, може би. Обаче някакво супер интересно. Така че 10 и 5. Добре.
I'm so close. Keep laughing, dog. You know what they say about she who laughs last.
The pony for all her silly stories has proven no link between the evidence. What she talk about? Добре, чудя се. Добре, факт, ако се проваля сега...
Your prissy pony had one gem, and a gem might have been stolen from us. So what? Besides, we got the stolen gem back. We just haven't put it back in the safe yet.
Може би.
Wait a second. Mr. Dog, didn't your mother tell you that honesty is the best policy?
What is the pony on about now?
I'm saying that you, Mr. Dog, are lying. You didn't get your gem back, and the location of the key wasn't a coincidence. When we got to the site at which Verity found the true blue, there were two key things that we noticed, besides the enormous hole that was there.
I told you to fill that back in!
Oops.
Here's what I think really happened, dogs. As I said before, you used to be in possession of the true blue, but it was stolen from you. The thief buried the gem as he was running away and then etched an X into a nearby rock to remind himself where it was. You caught up with him and forced him to show you where he buried it, but by that time, Verity had already found it and walked away with it. You frantically dug anyways in the hopes that it was still there, as evidenced from the rather visible claw marks in the dirt, but to no avail. You went after it, found that Rarity was the one who had taken it, and then began to plot how to get it back, didn't you?
This is preposterous!
I don't see what's so preposterous about it.
We are dogs, not mice! Dogs! If we wanted our gem back, we would have just taken it back by force! Why would we stage a secret heist like the one you're accusing us of?
Oh, I think there's a pretty good reason for that, actually.
No! No, there isn't! No reason at all!
One particular thing made it so you were never going to try to take it back by force.
Кое е това? Или Rarity? Наистина не съм сигурен. Добре, страх ги от Rarity. Само да видя колко остана от батер. 3% човек. Добре, трябва да го направим това бързо.
How's this? I've seen how you act around Verity. Even now, she still has you petrified, terrified, mortified. There is no way you were going to just take the gem back, because that meant you would have had to face her.
Her? That's stupid!
Are you calling me stupid, you midget car?
Между другото, няма как. Връщам се след малко. Просто искам да взема зарядното и да включа телефона в компютър. Което се оказа по-трудоемко, за достигане, отколкото си представя. Така, включвам тук. Щеше да е добре, ако си бях светнал и лампата. Камерата спря ли? Не съм сигурен дали все още записва. Мисля, че записва. Така че сега да нацеля само това. Но не се изключвай, не. Хайде да тъпо зарядна. Стана ли? Зарежда ли се? Добре, излязоха ми тук някакви тъпи програми на Huawei, които не знам за какво ми излизат по дяволите, ама не би трябвало. Да, камерата се изключи. По дяволите. Еми хубаво, ще продължим без камерата. Но искам да продължим. Че просто го разкарвам това от тук. Правя го невидимо. И продължаваме нататък. Така.
No! No, Miss Rarity! Please have mercy! Oops.
Seems like my theory is pretty darn plausible, don't you think?
Well,
That is,
Admit it, dogs! You stole the true blue.
We...
Вече няма на къде да лъжат. Вау.
Well,
Alright, we surrender! Yes, we stole your stupid gem!
Чу!
Stole from
О,
us. Yes,
извинявам
we
се.
were too scared to just take it back from the white pony!
why didn't you just talk to Rarity about it?
Talk to her? We are those dogs that steal gems! Got chance convincing some pony that we were stolen from? What else were we supposed to do?
So, where is the true blue?
Follow me, I'll take you to it.
Oh, Opal! Mama was so worried!
Оп, го пази, стои при него.
Take your cat, please! We didn't catnap it, it was attached to the jewel and wouldn't leave it alone! And your stupid gem too! Just take it and get out! You've caused enough trouble already, ponies!
No, actually, I shan't be taking it.
what? What does the pony want now?
Miss Rarity doesn't want anything.
Huh?
Well, my darlings, we've already established that this gorgeous hunk of a gemstone originally belonged to you dogs. Hence, it would be awfully unbecoming of me to pilfer it from you a second time. Why, I shall simply have to find another. There's quite nothing else for me to do, my dears. You may keep this one. It is yours, after all.
Huh? Rarity, what are you saying? They broke into your boutique. They ransacked the whole ground floor. They stole what you had found fair and square.
Очаквах, че Режди ще им го подари. Смисъл, все пак става дума за нея. Това е типично в нейн стил.
Twilight, I'm shocked. It is rather unbecoming of a lady to play such a silly game as finders retainers, or however its banal title goes. As for my boutique, I'd rather say it needed a good remodeling anyway, which I now have had ample opportunity to undertake.
You're... Never mind.
Thank you, Miss Rarity.
Well, Twilight, job well done. Shall we get going back to Ponyville?
Yes. Let's go.
Well, you all, I must say that this makes for quite the interesting story. Who would have guessed that the Diamond Dogs would have been the culprit?
Yes. Who would have guessed that a group known in the past to be gem thieves would have stolen a large gem?
Scootaloo, please step forward for a moment.
Huh? Okay.
Scootaloo, you came under immediate suspicion for this crime. However, It's now clear that you were simply a pony in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Много ясно става дума все пак за скутало.
For the crime of stealing Rarity's true blue gem, I hereby use the power vested in me as mayor to declare you not guilty.
Yay! All right, Doodaloo!
All right, that matter having been settled, Twilight, there's still the matter of your status.
My status?
Of course. We did say that your status as an investigator was temporary.
We? You mean you?
Oh, let's not get caught up in details, Twilight. Anyway, the point is, as much doubt as I might have had in your abilities, you have proven yourself to be a capable investigator, what with your smashing good job with this crime. As such, Twilight, as of this moment, I hereby declare you an official permanent Ponyville investigator.
Yeah!
Wow. Thank you. It's an honor, Mayor.
All right. Well, I'm a very busy pony, so I'd best be going. All the best to you, Twilight, and I'm glad we could get this matter resolved, Rarity.
Остава само един неотговорен въпрос. Къде е Пинки Пай?
Very busy. More birthdays to organize, perhaps.
Well, all's well that ends well, my dear. I, for one, will be glad to get back to some good old normalcy around here.
Yeah, and I can't wait to finally get back to crusading. Come on, girls, let's go.
Just one moment. Dearest Scootaloo,
Yes?
that puts the matter of True Blue behind us, but there is still the matter of my window. Come here, Scootaloo.
I'd kind of rather stay here if it's all right with...
Scootaloo? Here! Now! Scootaloo, you broke the window to my boutique through reckless acts on your scooter. Not only that, you also then fled the scene and tried to hide the fact that you had been there, effectively lying to both me and every pony else by omission. Scootaloo, I am very, very disappointed.
But sis! Rarity, she didn't...
I am very, very disappointed that we did not do enough to convince you to trust us with the truth.
Така беше по-добре.
Huh?
Scootaloo, we are your friends, and a true friend is someone whom you can trust to absolutely listen to you, to understand you, and to trust that you have always had the best intentions at heart in everything you do. Isn't that right, Twilight?
Right you are, Rarity.
This could have been much, much easier if you had just told us what had happened from the start, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right, Rarity. I'm sorry.
Apology most certainly accepted, darling. Now, run along and play with your friends.
Okay, thanks, Rarity.
But, Rarity, what about the window?
Добре, между другото, май е важно да спомена, това видео вече става 3 часа. След като ми звънна телефона и го прекъснах, докато първото беше около час и нещо 2. Така че мисля да го пусна на части, защото ще бъде нещо супер дълго. То ще бъде повече от филм, братле. Така че, да. Ще го пусна на части, може би на 2 части, може и на повече, но мисля да са на 2. И ще напиша едно to be continue на предната част, накрая. Както и да продължавам да не дрънкам прекалено много.
Never mind about that, Twilight. My windows were due to be remodeled anyway. Can't let this boutique's look get old after all.
That oddly explains a lot. Well, I guess that's everything. leave you be to get the rest of the boutique in order, Rarity.
Alright, thank you ever so much for all that you've done for me today, Twilight. It is most appreciated, I assure you. Take care!
See you around, Rarity.
Всичко е добре, когато свършва добре. Но къде е Пинки Пай?
Dear Princess Celestia, I'm writing to you from a positively delightful party Pinky has put on for Rarity, whose birthday is today.
Come on, Twilight! Let's dance the night away! Woo!
In a minute, Pinky. Anyways, I don't know if you've already heard, but I'm now an official Ponyville investigator. Pretty neat, huh? I even got a little badge and everything.
Oh! I know! Who's up for some shadow puppets?
Pinky, we have hooves.
Oh, right!
Sometimes I really worry about Pinky. Where was I? Oh, right. Anyway, we can talk more about that later. For now, I wanted to give you a friendship report.
Но къде са останалите? Къде? Къде е Applejack? Къде е Fluttershy?
I've learned two very valuable lessons about friendship that I'd like to share with you. First, I learned that honesty really is the best policy. If your friends are true friends, then they'll listen to and be understanding of anything you might need to tell them, even if it's not good. A lot of problems in life can be avoided in the long run just by being honest with others.
Обаче супер яко.
Second, I learned that sometimes the best way to catch an adversary off guard is to show a little kindness and generosity. Even if someone's been unkind to you in the past, that doesn't mean that you should always be mean to them. An eye for an eye can lead just to an endless cycle of unhappiness. Who knows? Perhaps you might even get through to them. Maybe. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle.
Това е голям проблем за мен. Защото моята философия е око за две. И... знам.
Attention, every pony! Attention! The Cutie Mark Crusaders would like to present the Crusaders Comedy Corner! A comedy act starring us, naturally, that's sure to make you laugh your cutie marks right off! Drum roll, please!
За взечене. Като цяло обаче, супер яко, супер яка игра. Ако Hasbro имат малко мозък в главите.
There the pony walks up to the cafe owner, who promptly looks at her and says, Sweetie Belle, that's your cue! Oh, right! The owner says, Hey, why the long face?
Long face! Get it? Get it? So, do we have our cutie marks yet? Huh? 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 Aww.
Да, както казах, ако Hasbro имат малко мозък в главите, би трябвало да нямат тия хора.
Gather around for the photo. Don't forget to smile. Ah, Sweetie Belle, get back!
Би трябвало... вече всички са тук. Има и Fluttershy и Applejack. Така, би трябвало да наемат тия хора.
Official Ponyville investigator. Kind of has a certain ring to it, I suppose.
И да им дадат да направят продължение.
And heck, I got a shiny new badge out of it too. Not so shabby, huh? Although, speaking of badges, I wonder whatever happened to that Canterlot investigative team.
Well, nope. This definitely isn't Ponyville either.
Да, те са толкова добри детективи, че даже Даже да са да успели да намерят пътя на Понивил.
But how? The train goes right there from Canterlot. Hey, don't look at me. You're the one with the map. Map? I never had a map. For Celestial's sake, the train only has 2 stops. Ugh, forget it. Let's just keep walking.
Oh well. Ponyville's usually pretty quiet, but I wonder what other cases I might get to solve in the future. I have a lot to learn as an investigator, but I'll do my best in whatever case comes next.
Watch in awe.
Явно идеята е да има още случаи, това ще е супер яко. Ако това е идеята, направо Hasbro, ако си знаят интереса да наемат тия хора и да ги накарат да продължат играта с още няколко случая. Това ще е мега яко. Ето го Спайк, между другото. Да, това беше всичко. Обикновено знаете как завършвам клипче, така че бъдете позитивни, пазете се и ще се видим следващия път. Макар че това клипче ще бъде разделено на няколко части, вероятно, но както и да е. Изкушавам се да го пусна, да го пусна цялото така както е. Обаче само тая час е вече 3 часа, 2 часа и 52 минути, което си е клипче поне 4 часа, като се събере цялото, така че няма как. В смисъл има как, просто ще бъде огромно. И да съм сигурен, в смисъл някой като го види колко е дълго, да съм сигурен, че бе го гледал. Заради това ще трябва да го разделя на части. Ако се чудите защо, след като видите края, вече ще знаете. Както и да е. Това беше всичко. И ще се видим и чуем следващия път. Адиос, амигос!